Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Jannatul Mukta. Welcome to our project. Our project is a blood donation website named LifeShare, which emphasizes the purpose of saving life by sharing blood. The red color theme aligned with the blood donation concept, symbolizing life and care. The goal of this website is to connect blood donor and recipient, making blood donation more accessible, faster, and reliable. Our website has several useful features. A homepage with quick access to donor information and services. A why donate section to raise awareness about the importance of blood donation. A find donor page where user can search by blood group and location. A schedule appointment system where donor and recipient can set a date and time for donation. An emergency button for urgent situation. Contact details and support options for communications. Here is the contact options. Here we can see the contact button or contact sections. And also we can see the website interface. The user can schedule a donation by entering their details such as name, email, phone, and blood type. Donor can also update their availability status and recipient can easily find a matching donor within seconds.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Morion Akter. My ID last digit 1495. Today I'll talk about why blood donation matters. Donation blood is a simple act, but it can save millions of lives every year. First of all, emergency care. Every second counts. Accident victims, trauma patients, and those facing sudden medical crises often need immediate blood transfusion to survive. Without donated blood, many lives could be lost before treatment given beings. Secondly, cancer treatment. Cancer patients often need regular blood transfusion during chemotherapy and radiation. Without donated blood, many of them cannot survive or complete their treatment properly. Thirdly, children support. Many children suffer from blood disorder like thalassemia or anemia. They depend on donated blood to live healthy life. By donated, we give these children a chance to grow up and enjoy their future. Fourthly, surgical process. During surgeries, whether accidents, organ transplant, or childbirth complications, patients may lose a lot of blood. Donated blood ensure doctors can save lives the operation table. Blood donation is the gift of life. One unit of blood can save up to three lives. So let us donate blood regularly and bring hope in needs. And this section of the code is about why your donation matter. It highlights 4 key reasons for blood donation. First, emergency care, where trauma patients and need urgent transfusion. Second, cancer treatment, since chemotherapy patients often need blood to recover. Third, childbirth support to save both mother and baby during complication. And finally, surgical procedures where blood is vital for safe operations. This shows how each donation counts. That's all. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Sabikun Enam Tazina and my ID is 412303011515. Today I am going to present our project which is called LifeShare, a blood donation management system. The goal of this system is to connect blood donors and recipients more easily and to encourage people to donate blood by making the process simple and organized. In this presentation I will show you some features like login system, registration form and profiles of the users, and also the logout system. Let's begin with the home page. When a user first visits the website, they arrive at a clean and simple home page. At the top there is a navigation bar with many options and services. Now let's look at the registration process. When someone wants to log in this website, they have to log in to show their profile. But if someone haven't created any account, they have to sign up first. When a new user clicks on the sign up or registration button, they are taken to the registration page. Here they need to provide their full name, username, email, password, and also they have to give their blood group and the location where they are available to donate the blood. Now let me fill this form to create an account. Now let's click on the registration button. Once the registration is successful, the user is redirected to a thank you page, which then guides them to the login page. Now let's move on the login system. User can log in using their username along with their password. This ensures that only registered user can access the profile and other secure parts of their system. Now let me log in an account which I have created recently. After successful login, the user is taken to the profile page. Here a welcome message is displayed with the user's username. The profile page confirms that the login process works and gives the users access to the logout option. The logout process is very simple. When the user clicks logout, the system destroys the current session and redirects them back to the login page. This ensures that the account remains safe and no one else uses it after the user has finished. Now let's talk about the security part. When the login form is submitted, the system checks the database. If the credentials are correct, the user is logged in and redirect them to the profile page which I have shown. If the credentials is incorrect, for example the wrong password, then the system shows the error message and asking the user to try again. Let me show you an example. The wrong password message is shown. Now let me show you the database of the login users. Here I have used password hashing to store passwords securely and session management to handle login, profile and logout. And when someone wants to create an account, the system checks if the user or email already exists in the database. If it does, the error message is shown, and otherwise the user's details are stored securely. These are the codes for registration form. And these codes are for login system, and this codes for logout, and these codes are for profile system. So that's all from my part. Thank you very much for watching my presentation.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Maliha Yasmin Mim and my ID is 4123030146. Here is our project, a blood bank management system named LifeShare. Now I will describe my contribution in this project. I have mainly worked on our services. There at first you can see a donate now button. If anyone wants to donate blood in advance or instantly, they will use this. And here they can schedule their blood donation date. Donate letter is for them who wants to register in our server as a donor who will donate blood anytime when needed. Request blood is for them who needs blood in any emergency. There is a feature called Contact Us for our users' feedback and any query. Beside all this, I have added an important feature which is LifeShare AI Assistant. Now I will show every feature one by one in details I have worked on. At first, let's see the Donate Now section. The red background with soft blood drop patterns perfectly matches the blood donation theme. Just by looking at it, users immediately understand the purpose. If I say about the form structure, the form is well organized into two main sections: Donate Blood Now and Schedule Your Donation. This clear separation makes it easy for users to follow without confusion. Input fields are clean and neatly aligned. Drop-downs, radio buttons and text fields are well balanced. Proper placeholders and label makes filling out the form straightforward. At the first section, a donor have to fill out all their personal information such as their name, email address, phone number, gender, blood group and age. And here is a minimum requirement for age, that is a person can donate blood under 18. After that we have a section to know if the donor had donated blood before or not. If he chooses no, then he can fill out the address section, but if he had donated blood before, then he have to give information about his last donation date. After that we have the schedule donation section. A donor can schedule his donation date and area from here. If he wishes to donate the same day, he can choose that date, or if he wishes to donate later, then he can choose the date also. For now our service area is only in Dhaka and we work on some areas. So donor have to specify his desired donation location and hospital we work with. Here the red bold schedule donation button immediately catches attention and emphasizes action. For this form submission, I have used JAM server for our project database. So to store all the details, I have created a table in MySQL. Here is my MySQL code. To create a table, I have created a database named Blood Bank. And this is the code for Donate Now table. If we go back to our form and submit it, we can see a thank you message. That means the form is submitted successfully. If we see the database, here is our Donate Now table and here is the last submitted data. We can also filter the table by blood group. Here you can see the all blood group of AB positive is shown here, or we can also filter this by area. Here is the database of Mirpur area. We have also added a status column by which we can easily manage our data, so we can update it. For example, for this data, if we want to update it, we have to click on it and we can update it to the next date. For example, the default value is pending and we can update it to processing or fulfilled. If we are done with this file, we can update it to fulfilled. Here are all the data I had entered before. If we see our code, I have used HTML, CSS and JS for the Donate Now form. In donatenow.html, here is the nav bar and then the background animation codes, and after this we have the form area. And lastly, I have added JS to HTML. Here is a CSS code for form styling. And in the JS, I have added the location area. I have added the location area and hospital list for suggestion. Also used JS to set condition for calendars and to work all buttons work properly. If we go back to HTML file, you can see our form submit action is submit.donate.php. If we open the submit.donate.php file code, we have connected our database blood bank, and here is our insert into database code, and there are some HTML and CSS code for showing thank you message after form submission. That's all for Donate Now form. For storing all data of all form, I have created different tables under database blood bank. Here's the table code named donate letter, blood request list, and contact messages. Here you can see all the tables are created here. Now I will show you all these features serially. Our next service is donate letter. The donors who wants to donate anytime when needed will fill up this form. They have to fill all the information we want, same as Donate Now form. We will contact them by calling when needed. If I submit the form, we see a thank you message. That means the form is submitted successfully. This data will be stored in our donate letter table. Here is the donate letter table. If we see the database, here's the last stored form. This table has all the same features as Donate Now table. We can easily find any donors by area, blood group, and update the status. For this form, I have used the same code as Donate Now. If we see the donate letter HTML file, we see the form action is submitted to submit.donateletter.php file. If we go to the submit donate letter PHP file, we can see this file is connected to our database blood bank. Thus, we collect all the data from our forms to our table. Next feature is request blood. If anyone wants to send a request for blood, they will have to give proper information for that. Their name, phone number, blood group they needed, number of bags they needed, their location, area, and their urgency level. We have set 3 levels of urgency, which are normal, urgent, and emergency. The people who need blood in next 2 to 3 days, they will choose this normal section, and who need blood in next 24 hours, they will choose this urgent section. Additionally, who need blood immediately, they will choose the emergency section for sure. We collect additional information about their emergency. If we fill out the form with their all details, they can also review their request information and submit the form here. After submission, their data will store in the blood request list table. From the table, we can easily handle all these files by sorting their urgency level. For example, we can see the emergency files by filtering from here, and later we can update the status from here. For example, if we are working on any file or can manage bloods or donor, we update the status to processing, and if we deliver the blood to requester, we mark it as fulfilled. Thus we handle our blood requests. Here I have 3 files for the request blood from: request.html, request.css for styling, and request.js. I have used submit request.php to link the HTML code with the database I have created. Our one more feature is donation centers. Users can easily find all donation centers of our site. Here you can see our service areas, which are Mirpur, Uttara, Dhanmondi, Shahbag, Gulshan, Mohammadpur, Motizhil and Tejgaon. When any user hover on a local location, they can see the hospital list here. As you can see, we have added a lot of hospital list with our location, and users can see the hospital exact location from the Google map. Here you can see the Kidney Foundation Bangladesh Hospital in Mirpur. If we see another hospital like Islami Bank Hospital in Motizhil, we can see the exact location from here. If we go to the code, here I have 3 files. One is donationscenters.html, one is CSS and JavaScript. In the HTML file, I have added all the locations with hospital list and their Google Map location. For styling, I have used JS and the CSS. Let's see another part, which is contact us. If any user face any difficulties or for any feedback or query, they can easily contact us by filling up the form. If we fill up the form, we can see a user have to give us their full name, email address, phone number, the subject and the message they want to send us. They can submit the form here, and they can see a thank you message. We can see all their submitted request SMS from our contact message table. Here you can see the last submitted message is stored here. Here in the code index.php, we have the send us message contact form inside contact section, and we connected to the backend with contact.php. Here is the code. Our one of the most interesting feature is our LifeShare AI assistant. Here you can find it named Ask AI. If we click here, we see the AI interface. If I start with our left side section, here is the AI logo, from where you can again visit to the home page. Right after this, we have some quick action button. They are available donor, a home page, a donate button, and an emergency button. And then here we see some suggested questions. There are 6 categories of questions here. If anyone choose any category, they will see the suggested question related to the topic. From here, they can choose any question or ask any question. Here you can see I asked the question to the AI and quickly it responds to me. From the left arrow, an user can go back to the previous page. If we choose a question again, we can see the answer here, and from the 3 dots an user can go to the next questions. And here is the home logo, from where user can go to the suggested categories. In the right side top corner, there is a suggestion on off button. User can turn this on or off. If user turn this off, they can't see the suggestion question here in the left bottom. User can also ask any question related to our website or blood donation from the AI. For example, if I ask a question here and submitted it, the assistant will respond to it very quickly. But if a user asks anything outside blood related topic, the AI will give him suggestion to directly contact us via phone or email. Let's see this. If I ask anything and submitted it, the AI will respond that he have not enough information to help him with that, and he will suggest to contact us by calling or sending us an email. Here is my chat history. I have made this AI again with HTML, CSS and JS. If I go to the code, in ai.html we have a div for our quick action buttons. Later we have the suggested question section here, and here is the body of our main chat box. In the CSS file, here is the CSS code for the AI, and more interestingly, in the JS file, here you can see the function for callback and the code for track the history. Later you can see a lots of sample question by which our AI is trained up. I have trained it with more than 450 questions so that it can respond correctly if it gets any keyword. And here is the code for suggestion categories and question, and the rest of the code are here. That's all I had to share regarding my part in this project. Thank you for your patience and attention.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sanjana Afroz Faria and my ID is 41230301517. I am going to present the features that I worked on in our blood bank management system project, which are the upcoming campaigns, the find donors, available blood, compatibility, and the emergency options. First, let's look at the upcoming campaign section. This feature shows details about future blood donation drives, such as the date, time, and location. This is the code for it, and this is the code for it to be shown in the home page. To show the details, we have to insert them in the database. For example, if we insert the details, it will show here. The main goal of this is to encourage the general public to participate in these drives, making them more interested in donating blood and also spread awareness about the benefits of blood donation. Next is the available blood option. It displays the current blood stock of our blood bank. I made sure it only shows the details of the donors who submitted the Donate Now form, assuming they have already donated it, and not those who chose donate later. Let's see how it works. Now it will be shown here. From here, users can also go to the Donate Now and request blood options. This is the code for it. Then we have the compatibility section. It explains which blood groups are compatible with each other. People can see which blood groups can donate or receive from which blood groups. This is the code for it. Next is the find donors option. People can search for donors with their blood group and location. They can also search with only blood group. It will show all the available donors from all areas with that specific blood group. This section shows the list of people who submitted the Donate Later form, not the Donate Now form. Let's see how it works. This is the one I submitted just now. By doing this, we make sure that donors are not contacted before their eligible donation time, which is important for both safety and efficiency. This is the code for it. I connected them with the database with a separate file. Next is the emergency option. This section shows an emergency contact number that is available all day and night. Users can also go directly to the Request Now option from here, which makes it easier to handle urgent situations quickly. This is the code for it. These were the parts I developed in our project. That's all from me. Thank you for watching.